Hello, hello, my friends. Happy Sunday. I hope you've had a wonderful Thanksgiving weekend. A lot of you commented when I mentioned last week that I could do a squishmallow research video, and that is exactly what this is. So I am going to show you 25 squishmallows individual that are worth over $100 each. So these are ones to definitely kind of tuck away into that memory bank. Remember them if you don't want to look them all up. So we will look through them. We'll take a look at maybe some designs and styles and stuff that might help you to know which ones to even look up. You know, maybe don't look them all up if you don't have the time, but hopefully this will kind of guide you in the right direction. So 25 of them worth over $100. I'm going to share them with you right now. We are starting off with a cow. So this is Griella, a 24-inch cow squishmallow. Does say new with tags, sold for $99. So don't we all wish that we knew which new squishmallows were going to be popular and go up in value like this? It would be nice, but there's no way to know for sure. So cute little cow. Here you can see the name Griella. And again, this one is new with the tags. And there's the bottom, little rainbow print cow spots. Squishmallows are by Kelly Toy. And this one, you can see they showed a lot of pictures, even though it was new. And this was an excellent sale at $99. I swear I saw this octopus, and I don't know if I got it. I'm wondering if I have this in my waiting to be listed inventory right now. So this is a Squishmallow Olga the Octopus, 24-inch. They do say it's new. They had two of them. They have already sold one at $119. So remember the octopus? The octopus also kind of looks like a jellyfish to me, but an excellent sale at $120. Here is another one at $120. Another one, the buyer or the seller had two. They sold one at $120. They still have one left. This one is Gigi, the orange tabby cat. This is a 16-inch squishmallow, $120 for the kitty cat. So this is Gigi. It is another from 2022. So these are only a few years old. And I believe originally these run about $25. Another cow. This one is a 16-inch Connor the Cow Squishmallow with peach horns. It does say it is rare. This was a Canadian sale, sold for US $113.41. And this one does still have the tags and its little tail. There is the name. This one looks like it was from 2017. So this one is a little bit older than the ones we've already seen. Next is a monkey. This is Millie the Brown Monkey. This one is from 2020, so 4 to 5 years old. Sold for $99.99. And here you can see the tag, and it says collect us all. Could you imagine trying to collect all of these squishmallows? If you had them all, you would have quite a bit of money, but the majority of them are worth less than the original 25. So you definitely need to check squishmallows when you find them. And remember the monkey. This is kind of crazy. They have already sold 7 of these at $118. They have one left. This is a Squishmallow 16-inch Stanley Panda, black and white Kelly stuffed toy, and I believe 16 inches the regular size squishmallow. And here you can see the tag. I don't see the year on this one, but the seller obviously had a lot of them. So I wonder if they bought them, held on to them, and are using this as an investment. If you're a squishmallow seller, let me know. Do you just get lucky and find new ones, or are you buying them and holding on to them? It seems like a good percent of these sellers have more than one. So this is a Gengar Squishmallow 20-inch authentic Kelly toy. This is a Pokemon. It does say in hand, which would lead me to believe this is a newer one. Sold for $120. They do have one left at that price. Unfortunately, this one only has one picture. Another Pokemon. This one is a 2023. They did say in hand. It is a Togepi, and it sold for $100. This one they did only have one. And here you can see the Pokemon and the Squishmallows tag. and excellent sale at 100. So definitely remember Pokemon in conjunction with the Squishmallows. Now we have a Squishmallow Simon the Sloth. This one is only 8 inches with a little baby clip-on Squishmallow. And this sloth sold for $139.99. So a smaller one selling higher. There is the tiny little baby sloth. This one is super, super cute, mom and baby. And I don't see a year on this one, but an excellent sale at $140. Next is a Squishmallow Mooncake Final Space Alien. This one's 11 inch, so another smaller one. Plush TBS Star Cadet. They did put please read. This one sold for $146.50. And it was new with the tags, but they're highlighting here it had a dirt spot from storage. So they wanted to make sure that people knew. You can see the final space there. And the Star Cadet. This one is from 2021, it looks like. And an amazing sale, close to $150, even with that dirt stain. A best offer was accepted on this one. This is Amelie Strawberry Milk. This is a big one, 24 inch, and it does say rare. Again, they accepted a best offer. So remember Strawberry Milk, super cute with the straw there. And this one does still have its tag. A lot of the Squishmallows that I find in the stores do still have the tags attached. And just be very careful if you're listing it as new. I would err on the side of under promise and over deliver and list it as used, even if it has the tag. Another one that the best offer was accepted on, this is Emily the Black Bat. She is 20 inches, new with tags, 20-inch plush. They accepted best offer on $169. Watch for the bats, and you will see why coming up. I am telling you to watch for the bats. Remember Squishmallow bats, and this was an amazing sale. This little one is not a bat. It is a dragon, and it was a Canadian exclusive. It was a Canadian seller, sold for $106 US. Only one picture, but remember, again, remember the bats. This one is a dragon, and if you're a Canadian seller, watch for some of these that might be Canada exclusives, because you might be able to get a good amount for them selling to the US. I put this one in here, even though it was in my plush video from last week, because I wanted to show it again. This is actually what brought up the idea of me doing a Squishmallow. So this is Scarlet Chocolate Covered Strawberry. They have sold 9 of them. They have one left. $90 sale on this strawberry. So remember the strawberry. And she is from 2021, so it is 4 years old. Next is a rupee. So this is a smaller one. It is 8 inches. It does say ultra rare. $200 sale on this tiny rupee. There is the tag. It does say ultra rare. It is from 2024, so about a year old. And yeah, tiny, guys. So it's not just the big ones. Remember rupee. A jumbo axolotl. I have found axolotls and I've comped them and they weren't high. So make sure you check the axolotl. This one's a giant one though. 36 inches, Archie the Axolotl, sealed in the plastic, sold for $200. So there you can see that Archie tag, and it was never taken out of the bag, and an excellent sale. I saw quite a few of these at this higher price point. This is a BumBumz Carnival Bums, 14-inch Cliff the Carousel, sold for a best offer on $198. And here you can see he still has the tag. And I think he's not a Squishmallow. I think they put Squishmallow, but it is BumBumz. So keep your eye out for BumBumz. It looks like they're very similar to Squishmallow. Next is a shark. This is another Canadian seller. So again, if you're in Canada, watch for these Squishmallows. This is a dark gray shark, Gordon. He is 16 inches, sold for US $177.20. And here you can see the little shark, super cute. Looking for a year on this one. I don't see it, or I can't read it because my eyeballs, but 16-inch shark Squishmallow, $177 sale. Can someone tell me if these BumBumz are actually Squishmallows? Because this is Carnival Bums Chuck the Clown. This one sold for best offer on $225. So this is the second we have seen of BumBumz. So there's no Squishmallow tag. I don't think they're Squishmallow. I think that somebody is doing keyword spamming in the title, but I'm glad we learned about these. So you need to know to watch for BumBumz. The Canadian sellers are coming in hot on this Squishmallow video. This is another Canadian seller, and this is an 8-inch Valentine plush rainbow frog tie-dye, very rare with tag, sold for $233. And here you can see this one's small, guys, 8 inches. So remember the rainbow frog does say Valentine's plush. This one is from 2021, but I'm thinking you Canadians might have a market here if you can find some Squishmallows. Another sloth. This sloth sold for $250. This is Simon the Sloth. It is a 20-inch large one. So pay attention to the sloths if you find them. Definitely pay attention, and an excellent sale at $250. We are up to our final 3, and this is a rare Squishmallow laying hug me's Donover the Blue Dragon. 24-inch. It does say Series 1. Sold for a best offer on $245. And it does say the hug me's there, lay down Squishmallow. So watch for the lay down Squishmallows and check those. And especially if you come across this Blue Dragon. This one is dated 2021, so about 4 years old. There's that Squishmallows tag, and an excellent sale on this one. They accepted a best offer on $245. There were quite a few of these, so make sure you watch out for these. This is a Warren Buffett Squishmallow. This one is sealed in the bag. $399 sale. And this looks like it's a smaller 8-inch one. And it looks like it says it's from 2023, Omaha, Nebraska. And an excellent, excellent sale. So watch out for Warren Buffett and watch out for other people Squishmallows and make sure you look those up. Our top selling Squishmallow, there were tons of them at the high price. Jack the Black Cat. This one is brand new with tag, sold for $850. So you can see they've got their Squishmallows tag in a plastic case. This one is from 2020, and it says Select 500 series. And it does have 500 on the tag, and an amazing sale. So definitely watch for the black cats. All right, that was everything. I hope you have enjoyed. I hope you learned a lot and it helps you to narrow down your Squishmallow search. I hope it'll help me. I'm gonna watch as I go thrifting here in the upcoming months. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful week coming up. We are getting close to Christmas. Let me know if you have started your Christmas shopping, or have you finished? What are you doing? I think I've started some. So we hopefully will have our Christmas tree up by the time you are watching this video. I think we're going to go get it over the weekend. So I do appreciate you watching. Hit the hype button if you can. It doesn't cost anything. Share with your friends. Make sure you're subscribed, and I will see you on the next one.